Good morning, students. In our last class, we have studied about the image formation by spherical lenses, right? Now, today we are going to discuss our next topic, that is lens formula. Lens formula. It is the most important topic of this chapter, which is also called as lens maker's formula. Now we are going to derive the lens formula. For this, let us consider a convex lens. हमने पहले एक सरफेस कंसिडर करी कॉन्वेक्स लेंस की एंड लेट दैट सरफेस बी AB. This is the principal axis. Now here let an object be placed. So the ray will incident on this surface like this, and we know that convex lens is a converging lens, right? So we will get the image of this object at I1. Okay, now let us join the another surface of this lens, that is CD. Then what will happen? जो लाइट रे यहां तक जा रही थी अब वो और ज्यादा कन्वर्ज हो जाएगी because it has to pass through one more surface and that surface is CD, right? तो जो इमेज आपको पहले I पे मिल रही थी अब वो इमेज आपको कहाँ मिलेगी? सॉरी, जो इमेज आपको I1 पे मिल रही थी अब वो इमेज आपको मिलेगी I पर. ओके, द डिस्टेंस ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम द ऑप्टिकल सेंटर is denoted by U. The distance of image from the optical center is denoted by V, and the distance of I1 be denoted by V1. Okay, this is the case when the refraction happens through the convex lens. Now let us consider the refraction through concave surface. Suppose at first we have taken only one surface of this concave lens and let the name of this surface is AB. Okay, now let here be the object O. A ray will incident from object O on this surface AB. Then we know that concave lens is a diverging lens. So what do it do? It will diverge the light ray like this, right? कॉन्वर्ज का मतलब क्या? प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस के टुवर्ड भेजना, और कॉन्केव का मतलब क्या? प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस से दूर भेजना, राइट? सो here at this point we will get the image and let that image be I1. Okay, now what will happen if we join one more surface, that is CD, with this concave lens? Then again the light ray will get refracted, and since the light ray will get more diverge like this, so on extending back this ray we will get the final image at point I. Okay, तो हमने क्या किया? एक ऑब्जेक्ट O, पहले एक सरफेस AB से उसकी इमेज हमने फाइंड आउट की एंड उसको हमने नाम दिया I1, और फिर जब हमने दूसरी सरफेस ज्वाइन की तो जो फाइनल इमेज बनी उसको हमने नाम दिया I, एंड द डिस्टेंस ऑफ I फ्रॉम द ऑप्टिकल सेंटर इज V. द डिस्टेंस ऑफ I1 is said to be V1 and the distance of O is said to be U. So in this way we can see the image formation by concave, convex and concave respectively, right? Now we need to derive the lens formula. How we can derive it? First of all, students, we know that in our previous class we have derived an expression for the refraction through a spherical surface, right? And that expression was nu minus 1 upon R is equal to nu by V minus 1 by U, right? You all must be familiar with this formula that we have derived in our previous class, okay? Where nu is the refractive index, R is the radius of curvature, V is the distance of image from optical center, and U is the distance of object from optical center. Okay, now students, let us consider that when the light ray will incident from air to glass, then its refractive index be nu, and when the light ray will get out from the glass into the air, then the refractive index will become 1 by nu, right? By the principle of reversibility of light we know that कि एयर से ग्लास का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स अगर न्यू है तो ग्लास से एयर का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स क्या हो जाएगा 1 by न्यू, राइट? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल we will solve this equation for our first surface, that is AB. तो जब हमने सिर्फ AB सरफेस रखी थी उस समय जो रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स था वो न्यू, R हम मान लेंगे R1, राइट? अच्छा, द न्यू अगेन द सेम, इट विल रिमेन द सेम, V हो जाएगा 1 by V1 और U एज इट इज ही रहेगा क्योंकि U हमारे पास एक ही है, राइट? अगर हमारे पास ऑब्जेक्ट O ही है तो जो U है वो तो U ही रहेगा, राइट? सो दिस इज अवर फर्स्ट इक्वेशन फॉर द सरफेस AB. नाउ अगर मैं सेम इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करूं फॉर अवर सरफेस CD, देन व्हाट इट विल बिकम, एज आई हैव जस्ट टोल्ड यू, इन दिस केस जो रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स है वो क्या हो जाएगा 1 by nu, राइट? क्योंकि फर्स्ट केस में लाइट रे एयर से ग्लास में जा रही है और सेकेंड केस में लाइट रे ग्लास से एयर में जा रही है, राइट? सो 1 by nu minus 1 divided by R2 is equal to 1 by nu अपॉन में यहाँ पे nu by v, राइट? तो what is our final image? Our final image is v minus 1 by students for the second image, that is for the final image, जो I1 है that will behave as an object, okay? सेकेंड केस के लिए जो हमारे फर्स्ट इमेज है वो एज अ ऑब्जेक्ट बिहेव करेगी, राइट? तो यू हम किसको मानेंगे V1 को. डिस्टेंस ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम द ऑप्टिकल सेंटर इज कंसिडर्ड टू बी V1. व्हाई? बिकॉज फॉर द सरफेस CD दिस I1 will behave as a object, okay? That's why we have to consider V1 as our U. Now इस इक्वेशन में हमारे पास न्यू के टर्म्स में वैल्यू है, यहाँ पे 1 by न्यू के टर्म्स में वैल्यू है. सो वी नीड टू सॉल्व दिस, राइट? सो हम क्या करते हैं, हम पूरी इक्वेशन में न्यू से मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं, ओके? और मल्टीप्लाइंग दिस होल इक्वेशन बाय न्यू, व्हाट डू वी गेट? 1 minus न्यू बाय R2 इज इक्वल टू 1 by V minus न्यू बाय V1. दिस विल बी आवर second equation, okay? Now what we will do, we will subtract equation 1 from equation 2, okay? We will just subtract we have to add both these equation, okay? We will just add equation 1 and equation 2. So what do we get from here? On adding equation 1 with equation 2, we will get, we have to add the LHS of both the equation, that is nu minus 1 upon में R1 plus 1 minus nu upon में R2 is equal to, I am writing the RHS here, that is nu by V1 minus 1 by U plus 1 by V minus nu by V1, okay? Now students, as you can see, this nu upon V1 से nu upon V1 cancel because एक positive है और दूसरा negative है, right? Now what do we get from here? Nu minus 1 upon R1. Students, if I take minus common from this term, then what this term will become? It will become nu minus 1 upon R2, right? अगर हम सेकेंड टर्म में से माइनस कॉमन ले लेते हैं, सो व्हाट डज द इक्वेशन विल बिकम, ये प्लस जो है वो माइनस का हो जाएगा और अंदर जो माइनस वाली टर्म है दैट विल बिकम पॉजिटिव एंड जो पॉजिटिव टर्म है दैट विल बिकम नेगेटिव, राइट? नाउ हियर व्हाट आई कैन राइट 1 by V minus 1 by U. Now if I take nu minus 1 common from both the terms, then what will get remained? 1 by V minus 1 by U, right? Now students, we have to do one thing here, that let us suppose the case when our object is at infinity, ठीक है? जब हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट इन्फिनिटी पर होता है तो जो इमेज बनती है वो कहाँ बनती है, फोकस पर, और जो ऑप्टिकल सेंटर से फोकस की डिस्टेंस होती है उसको हम किससे डिनोट करते हैं, स्मॉल एफ से, राइट। सो हियर इन दिस इक्वेशन वी हैव टू अप्लाई द केस when our object is at infinity, that is u is equal to infinity, then v is equal to f, right, that is the focal length, because we know that जब हमारा object infinity पर होता है तो जो image बनती है it is formed at focus. So what I can write here is equal to v की जगह मैं पुट कर दूंगा 1 by f माइनस u की जगह पुट कर दूंगा 1 by infinity, right. And students, we know that anything upon infinity is equal to 0, right? Since this whole term is equal to 0, so we can write 0 here in its place, right? So what does the equation will become? Nu minus 1. This is our equation, right? And this is called as Lensmaker's formula, okay? This equation is called as Lensmaker's formula. Lensmaker's formula. Now to derive Len's formula from this equation we have to do one small thing, and that is, students, give it equation number A and give this one equation number B, right. Now if we compare equation A with equation B, then we can easily observe that the LHS of both the equations are equal, right. And if the LHS of both the equations are equal, then obviously the RHS of both the equations will also be equal, right. अगर मैं बोलूं कि x is equal to y है और y is equal to z है, then obviously x will also be equal to z, right. So what I will get, 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. And students, this is the Len's formula, okay. So there is a little bit difference between Lensmaker's formula and Len's formula, okay. This is the Lensmaker's formula and this is our Len's formula. Students, it is the most important topic of this chapter, so you have to understand it in a very good manner, okay. So I hope the topic is clear to all of you. Now the next topic that we are going to study is linear magnification, okay. Students, it is a matter of common experience that we all have used magnifying lens, right. So whenever we use magnifying lens, then the objects appears bigger to us, right, than their actual size. So what does the mechanism behind magnifying lens? The mechanism is just that we use a simple convex lens in magnifying lens, right. And that convex lens will increase the size of the object, and basically this phenomena of increasing the size of object, increasing or decreasing the size of object, then their actual size is called as linear magnification, okay. So we can say that the lens can increase or decrease the size of the object than their original size. So this phenomena of increasing or decreasing of the object size, then their actual size is called as linear magnification, okay. This we have already studied in case of mirror also, but there is a little bit difference between the linear magnification of mirrors and linear magnification of lenses, and that difference is that the linear magnification in case of lens is equal to I upon O, where I is the height of image and O is the height of object, okay. इसका मतलब we can say that the linear magnification in case of lens is equal to the ratio of height of image to the height of object, okay. And students, as we can see that it is the ratio of two similar quantities, right. यहाँ भी height है, यहाँ भी height है. It means linear magnification is a dimensionless quantity, right, because it is the ratio of two similar quantities. There can be one more way by which we can define linear magnification, and that is m is equal to v by u. This is the difference between the linear magnification of mirror and lens, and which is that कि जब हम मिरर के केस में लीनियर मैग्निफिकेशन को v और u की टर्म्स में रिप्रेजेंट करते थे, तो वहां पे v अपॉन u का जो रेशो आता था दैट वाज नेगेटिव, राइट? बट लेंस के केस में v अपॉन u का जो रेशो आएगा दैट विल बी पॉजिटिव. So there can be two definitions of linear magnification. The ratio of height of image to the object is called linear magnification, and the ratio of position of image to the position of object from the optical center is also called as linear magnification. So in this way we can define linear magnification in two ways. Also there is one more thing that we have to understand, that if the linear magnification is positive, then the image is virtual and erect. Okay? लीनियर मैग्निफिकेशन पॉजिटिव कब होगा? जब हमारी जो इमेज है वो कैसी होगी? वर्चुअल एंड इरेक्ट. और अगर हमारा लीनियर मैग्निफिकेशन नेगेटिव है, इसका मतलब जो हमारी इमेज है दैट इज रियल एंड इन्वर्टेड. So this thing we have to keep in mind while solving the numericals that we will see in the further classes also. So I hope just for now the topic is clear to all of you, the linear magnification. Okay. Now the next topic that we are going to study is the combination of lenses. Okay, so now we are going to study combination of lens. Okay. नाम से समझ में आ रहा है कि अगर हम दो या दो से ज़्यादा लेंसेज को कंबाइन करें तो उनकी पावर में या उनकी फोकल लेंथ में क्या वेरिएशंस आएंगे या उनसे बनने वाली इमेजेस में क्या वेरिएशंस आएंगे, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी नाउ. ओके, बेसिकली हम लेंसेज को कंबाइन क्यों करते हैं? सो दैट वी कैन इंक्रीज देयर पावर, राइट? सो ताकि हम जो इमेज है उसको मोर इंटेंस और more clearly देख पाएं. That's why we combine the lenses together. Okay. First of all, let us see that if we combine two convex lens together, then what will happen? Okay. Now here let there be a convex lens. This is the object. Let a ray will incident from object on the first lens. So we will get the image at I1, right? The same thing that we have studied in case of lens formula also, right? Now if I combine one more convex lens that is in contact with the first lens, then what will happen? Since the concave lens is a converging lens, right? तो ये लाइट रे को और ज्यादा कन्वर्ज कर देगा, और जो लाइट रे पहले वहां तक जा रही थी I1 तक, अब वो लाइट रे कहां तक आएगी? केवल I तक. Also one thing we have to keep in mind that in case of I, this I1 will behave as a object, right? जो हमारा I1 होगा that will behave as a object. So students, the distance of optical center इन दोनों lenses का जो center है वहां से O की जो दूरी है let that be U, जो I की दूरी है let that be small v, and जो I1 की दूरी है let that be V1, right? The same thing we have done in case of lens formula also, so I think it is easier for you to understand the things in this derivation. Now similarly we will see one more case, and in that case we have combined one concave lens with one convex lens. So students, in this way we can combine one concave lens with one convex lens. Okay. Now this is the principal axis. Let here there be an object O. A ray will incident from this object O on the convex lens. After refraction we will get the image at I1, right? Now in this case what will happen? जैसे ही हमने दूसरा लेंस रखा concave lens, तो we know that the concave lens is diverging in nature, right? सो जो लाइट रे, जो इमेज पहले आपको I1 पे मिल रही थी, अब वो और ज्यादा दूर मिलेगी, क्योंकि जो डाइवर्जिंग लेंस है वो क्या करेगा? रे को और ज्यादा दूर डाइवर्ज कर देगा, राइट? सो यू विल गेट द फाइनल इमेज एट I. So basically this is the difference between these two combinations, that in this one the final image will get converged, and in this one case the final image will get diverged, right? So O से जो सेंटर की दूरी है let that be U, यहाँ पे हो गई V1 और यहाँ पे हो गई small v. I hope the things are clear to all of you till now. Now students, we have just derived lens formula, right? And that was 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Okay students, now let us derive let us change this formula for our first case, right? फर्स्ट केस में हमने क्या किया, जब हमने केवल फर्स्ट लेंस रखा था, दोनों डायग्राम्स के लिए हम सेम चीज समझ सकते हैं कि जब हमने केवल फर्स्ट लेंस रखा था तो हमने मान लिया कि जो हमारा फर्स्ट लेंस है उसकी फोकल लेंथ हो गई f1, जो हमारी इमेज बनी थी फर्स्ट लेंस के कारण दैट वाज v1 माइनस जो हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट था वो तो u ही है, राइट? फर्स्ट केस के लिए तो u ही रहेगा. सो for first lens our lens formula has become this, right? Now let us formulate the lens formula for our second lens. What does it become? 1 by f2 is equal to 1 by, यहाँ पे जो आपकी फाइनल इमेज है, आपकी जो फाइनल इमेज है दैट इज i, और ऑप्टिकल सेंटर से i की जो दूरी है दैट इज स्मॉल v, राइट? और जब हम सेकेंड इमेज की बात कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए हमारी जो फर्स्ट इमेज है दैट वाज बिहेविंग एज अ ऑब्जेक्ट, राइट? सो जो हमारा u होगा वो हो जाएगा 1 by v1, राइट? नाउ दिस इज अवर इक्वेशन 2. व्हाट आई कैन डू हियर, आई कैन ऐड इक्वेशन 1 विद इक्वेशन 2, है ना? हम क्या करेंगे, इक्वेशन 1 और इक्वेशन 2 को ऐड कर देंगे. सो व्हाट डू वी गेट फ्रॉम हियर, वी विल गेट 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 is equal to 1 by v1 minus 1 by u plus 1 by v minus 1 by v1. Okay. Now students, ये 1 by v1 से minus v1 1 by v1 cancel. What I can get from here, 1 by v minus 1 by u. Now we know that 1 by v minus 1 by u, that is 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f, right? So I can write 1 by f in place of 1 by v minus 1 by u. Why I have written capital F here? Because capital F is the combined focal length of both the lenses. Okay? अगर हम ये मान लेते हैं कि capital F जो है वो combined focal length है दोनों lenses की, then by the combination of lenses we can understand it that the combined focal length of both the lenses is equal to the reciprocal of individual focal length of both the lenses, right? I am repeating myself again. The combined focal length of both the lenses is equal to the reciprocal of individual focal length of both the lenses together. Okay, so basically this is the expression for the combination of lenses. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now the next topic is power of lens. Basically what do we mean by power of lens? कोई लेंस जो लाइट रेज होती है, we know that basically जो लेंस का काम होता है that is to converge or diverge the rays, right? So we can define power of lens as कोई लेंस कितना ज़्यादा लाइट रेज को कन्वर्ज या डाइवर्ज कर सकता है, दैट इज बेसिकली द पावर ऑफ दैट लेंस. ओके, अगर हम फिजिकली या मैथमेटिकली देखें तो जो पावर ऑफ लेंस होगा दैट इज इक्वल टू द रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ फोकल लेंथ ऑफ दैट लेंस. इसका मतलब जितनी कम फोकल लेंथ उतना ज़्यादा किसी भी लेंस का पावर. ओके, so basically power is equal to 1 upon focal length. This is the case when focal length is given to you in meter. Okay, जब आपको focal length मीटर में दे रखी होगी तो उसके लिए आप ये वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे. And if the focal length is given to you in centimeter, then you will use 100 upon f when the focal length is given to you in terms of centimeter. Okay, so I hope the power is clear to all of you. Basically power is nothing but 1 upon f, where f is the focal length. 1 upon f कब, जब आपको focal length मीटर में दी हो. अगर focal length सेंटीमीटर में दी है तो the formula will become 100 upon f. Okay, now the SI unit of measuring the power of lens is diopter. Okay, एंड इट इज डिनोटेड बाय कैपिटल डी। जो पावर होगी किसी भी लेंस की उसको हम किससे डिनोट करेंगे, उसकी जो एसआई यूनिट होती है दैट इज डायोप्टर, एंड डायोप्टर इज बेसिकली डिनोटेड बाय कैपिटल डी। ओके, so students, that's all for today's session. The further topics we will study in the next lectures. Thank you.